And all I can picture is a Saturn stick, slowly but truly, going up your ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. It looks.
That's what I'm saying. I just can't stand the whole Capcom production with all these corny ass on the mic and all that type of shit. Like, you should have just let Ultra David or some OGs do it. You got niggas snatching trophies from the winners and all types of shit. Like, what type of raw is that?
Let me guess. There was somebody, the dudes that was doing the announcing, was it Americans or something like that? Because that's the only explanation as to why the f he'll be hating so hard.
He snatched a trophy, and it looked like he snatched the mic from him. Yeah, he snatched the.
It's heard by RobTV. There you go, bro. I told you, man. I knew it. I knew that it was somebody American. Of course he's gonna be hating, bro, because RobTV was literally in Hollywood. He was literally, I think he was doing like a gig for like the red carpet or something. Of course, Dale's gonna be hating, bro.
Why'd he leave the trophy? Because a Rogs snatched it. Like I said, how many of you guys remember why I just unfollowed that and everything? How many of you guys remember and just said, fuck that altogether? Who here remembers that night?
Bro, imagine talking about unfollowing another man. Imagine that.
142. Hey, salute, yo, Kami. Shout out for the raid, bro. Thank you. Big salute. Who here remembers that? Exactly. So that's one of the reasons I stopped doing raids. Because it was this one time. When was that? Wait, it wasn't last year. Was it 2022? I can't remember. Somebody schooled me. You said it was 9 months ago. You sure that it was 2023? Okay. So some of you guys in the chat remember, but one time I gave this a host when I got off stream. And so I don't remember how many viewers he had, but it was just like whatever viewers. I gave him a host or a raid. It was last summer or some shit like that. Raided him. Boom. I was done with my stream. Raided him. All the weirdos that watch my stream, they always, if I raid anybody, they'll go into that person's stream and just be saying, and they be doxing, saying hella bullshit, everything. Bro, this said, when I sent all those people there, this literally was just like, oh, I'm not gonna ban anybody. Y'all crazy, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, that's and just laughing about it. Like, you letting dox me in your chat, all types of weird shit, because you were so happy to get viewers. After that shit, I said, I'm never with this again, bro. That's some fake, phony bullshit. You was just happy for the viewers. You didn't ban out of your chat. You let people stay in there doxing all types of weird. So I said, man, this. Unfollowed on every last platform. And I said I would never do a raid again. Yeah. That's why I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with fake. If, put it like that, if somebody had a bunch of hating from their chat and they raided me and they came in here talking shit about that individual they gave the raid, I would have banned every last person out of my shit. Me and my mods would have cooked every last person. I don't give a fuck about the viewership or any of that type of shit. But for us to have been quote unquote cool and I shot you a raid and you sat there and just let a cesspool of trolls and weirdos dox me in your chat and everything like that, I said, fuck that. The same shit happened with F-Champ. But I was never cool with F-Champ on that type of level. So that shit don't mean anything to me. But he also let all that shit fly in his chat. So I said, look, I'm never raiding no FGC again. Matter of fact, I'm never raiding nobody again in general. Me and my chat, we already said, me and all my mods said, we're not doing no more raids on the platform. So after that, I was like, man, I can't fuck with no fake ass like that, because if the tables were turned and people came into my shit from that chat talking shit about that particular viewer, that particular streamer, I would have banned every last person that came in my chat talking that shit. But just to be sitting there laughing like, oh, I'm not gonna ban anybody because like I don't really know the context on top of that. And then the was siding with the weirdos in the chat too. That's the funny thing. He was siding with the weirdos in the chat talking about, yeah, I'm not gonna say I agree with everything LTG has done. Like, but Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already hated when niggas did that show years ago.
Yo, my guy, you do realize that you've doxed like 10 plus, right? Like, you've doxed like around 10 plus people. You've doxed Slayer, you doxed Trevor, you doxed June, you doxed Vault.
Then you just
all you do is dox people,
whole
bro.
hornet's nest full of weirdos, dox sensation. You didn't ban not one soul because you was just happy for the viewers. I can't fuck with a nigga like that. I don't respect a nigga like that. Nothing. I have zero respect for that dude, hands down, period. Because I'm built differently. I would have banned every last weirdo that came into my chat talking about a streamer that sent me the raid. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, the FGC is fake, bro. But always been my own type of shit. I never wanted to be a part of no it crowd or be cool and like, I'm me. I'm my own person. The balloon react? Nah, not shit. I didn't start it yet. But for those that had the question why I kept muting that on my stream, because I just don't with him. It's just that simple. You guys know how I feel about Rogs too. So I don't with the shit. Like once a Rog on top of that, once a Rog, oh, you asking silly questions, my nigga. Of course. Once a Rog be on some weird shit that I've had conversations with was cool and all that type of shit, you couldn't do that for me and ban niggas out of your chat because you wanted the viewership. All right, my nigga, you can have the viewership for the night, but f you, non-respectfully. But yeah, that's it. That's basically all it was. Sent them a host and allowed trolls to hornet's nest and the shit. Didn't ban nobody. Was laughing about the shit. Then started siding with the in there, trying to be biased, agreeing with niggas in the chat, all that type of shit.
Oh.
When we had actual conversations and shit like that, and I thought it was cool. That's why I don't trust black niggas, bro.
Yo,
that's why I don't trust Rogs. For that simple fact. There's never been a Spanish nigga to fuck me over in life. There's never been a white guy to fuck me over in life. There's never been an Asian guy to fuck me over in life. But it's always a Rog. I got plenty of Rog stories. I promise you, I got plenty of Rog stories over and over and over and over and over again that have fucked me over since adolescent years, single digits all the way to adulthood. That's it though.
What did he say? What did he say? Hold on a second.
Jackhammer. Shut
Yo, what the f did he say? What did he say, bro?
I'm pretty sure.
He's mad because he's left out of the loop. That's the reason why. That's the reason why he's mad. He's mad because he can't go to Capcom Cup. He's mad because he can't go to Evo. So he needs to cope. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs to talk shit. He needs to cope. He needs to make himself feel better just because he's banned from a couple venues. That's the reason why.
Because I already expect you to be grimy anyway. So when you just be grimy, I'm just like, yeah, there ain't no coming back. The f is a Rog. The chat will school you. And most of our people backstabbers. Yeah, look what happened at the Cam Newton camp. Speaking of backstabbers, look what happened at the Cam Newton camp. Who was jumping Cam Newton? A crew of Rogs. Now they attempted to jump Cam Newton, but the
like, is there a rivalry between like light skinned dudes and like black skinned dudes, man? Is there like a rivalry?
Ratchet or ghetto.
It's definitely an anime.
It's a figure of speech.
It's some anime shit, bro.
The f you thinking, man?
Not really. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time the hat didn't even come off. Yo, they jumped Cam Newton at his own football camp. Bro, if I'm Cam Newton, I'm on some Oprah shit. I'm only doing favors for Africans only. Like, you notice Oprah don't do shit for Americans, right? When it comes to the black community, she only f with Africans. If I'm Cam Newton, I'm doing a raw screening
Dale, yo,
program.
I gotta give you this filter, bro. Like,
yeah, it's on Twitter. I saved it on.
You saying all this shit, bro? This, yeah, I gotta give you this.
But they tried to jump Cam Newton at his own mother camp.
Bro, look how innocent he looks. What the f Like, bro, look at this filter, man. It like he looks way too innocent. Like he's not a bad person, you know?
You can't see anything? I mean, anything fighting would be considered TOS if it's not with boxing gloves or something like that. But put it like this, guys. Let's just say anybody in here that's black. You're rich. What would you rather do? Build a school in Africa with a water well, or go to Compton or some New York or Baltimore? I'm gonna say Baltimore because it's funnier to say Baltimore. Or build a school in Baltimore or some shit. Like, where would you... I know where I would put my money at. I seen a clip today of some African kids swimming across a high current river to go to school. Now you tell me what Rogs in the US would do that to go to school. I don't know if anybody else seen that clip. Your boy Kai, thank you for the 6 months. Anybody see that clip? It was these African kids. They were swimming across a river and catching the current to get across, getting themselves wet to go to school. Had they books above the water and shit like that to get across the current river. You thought they used a zip line? No, ain't no zip line. Why not build a bridge? They probably didn't have the resources.
Cheeseburger, thanks for the 3, man.
Where they just gonna get a bridge from with no resources? What you expect them to just do voodoo and wood appears like Fortnite or something? Reloaded, shut up for the 10 months. That's just like saying, well, how come they just can't like build a well? Ain't no resources, no machinery, nothing to pump, nothing to find, the hydraulics, nothing.
I thought you eclipsed the FGC.
Get the out of my chat, you broke. I can still speak on FGC. I can still speak on FGC. Isn't that where I originated, you dumb worthless You're gonna donate $1 to say something. Now you're banned and I took your money. Bits are non-refundable. I'm always gonna speak on FGC. I speak on everything. I speak on media. I speak on FG Corny. I speak on whatever the I want. That's what my stream is now. I'm a whatever streamer. What do you call it again? I'm a variety streamer.
You eclipsed the FGC, right? But then you was presenting an award for the FGC. That makes absolute sense.
Because you'll be the same bum ass coming in here when Ed releases to see how I'm gonna play the character on stream. So shut the up. My bad. You got banned already. Am I talking to an NPC? Devontae McLean, shout out for the 6 months. Thank you.
I didn't make a Twitter now, bro. I don't Twitter like that.
If I ever be invited, I don't give a about being invited to an FG Corny event.
This song is perfect, bro. Because this song really captures his
the term FGC is corny as these days. Like, it don't mean anything it used to mean.
Depressive state.
Aura around it. Now it's just like a bunch of fake ass production. You know what I'm saying? Grabbing trophies from the winner that won $1 million. But the FGC has no more characters left. It's all like, and the FGC to me is only Capcom. I would not consider Smash and Tekken and any of those other games, MK or anything FGC. To me, FG Corny is Capcom only. Yeah, Tekken to me is not FGC. It has to be a Capcom game to be FG Corny. Personalities don't exist in the FG Corny anymore. Yeah, it's like, well, they tried to make it way too corporate. That new the new, what's it called, X20 or Project L, what is that called? I wouldn't consider Tekken FGC because you're gridlocking the game. Tekken likes to do their own thing. While it might be at a FGC event, I wouldn't consider it to just be FGC. When I think FGC to me has always been Street Fighter. Even in the Street Fighter 4 days. When you mention the FGC Street Fighter, when you mention the FGC in the Street Fighter 4 days, it was like Street Fighter Aura only. It wasn't Tekken or anything like that. All the lit back then was all Capcom. Yeah, it was Marvel, it was Street Fighter, things like that. It was never Tekken or like you didn't get the same shine if you were a Tekken or NRS player back then. Nobody gave a f about that. FGC has always been around and wrapped around Capcom games. Every other game has their own community.
Yo, so let me get this straight. So you don't f with the FGC anymore, right? You've eclipsed the FGC, but you're trying your hardest to get unbanned from Capcom and Evo and all the other FGC venues. Like make it make sense, bro. Like you don't give a f about the FGC, but you definitely going out of your way to literally be unbanned, bro.
And communities that have their own.
Make it make sense, man.
Is so different. It doesn't need to be a part of FG40. It's a Capcom thing only. Like and another thing too, I just hate Capcom commentary because, like I said, unrealistic commentary is when you're not allowed to be edgy at all. That shit is lame as hell. Like I said, commentary in any other platform, in any real sport, right? There's always somebody who's against the grain when it comes to commentary, but with a mixture of congratulations on whoever they're talking about. But riding every single thing or saying, oh no. Like the fact that you're not allowed to say, oh, this person, like, I don't think he's up to the level of Gachikun, but if he can actually pull this off, it would actually be phenomenal. It'd be something that you can throw a stick. You know, you could throw a stick in a sprocket if he actually pulls off the victory. It would just be fire if you could just like be a real person. Instead of just saying, oh, he hits him with the plus frames. Oh my God, the shimmy. Oh. And you know what's funny?
Yeah, this rant is like the equivalent of a motherfucker that can't get in the club. You guys notice that? I don't know if you guys are club goers, but like this is literally the equivalent to that. This motherfucker is hurting so bad because he can't get in VIP in the club, bro.
He almost cracked and said something about like
not how it works,
every time that
thanks for the 3 cheese.
The players get Idom down, he pops V-Trigger and robs them. But he caught himself though. It was the last Street Fighter 5 Evo. Yeah, he caught himself because it was disgusting to watch. Like you will watch somebody get bodied and then just pop trigger and rob a good player back to back to back to back to back. You can't watch that and not want to say something negative. The fact that you have to be a commentator, watch that and figure out a way to up it and big up it and congratulate it is disgusting to me. It's not realistic. But yeah, I only consider Capcom the FG corny. But like I said, there's styles for everybody. The shit he was able to do in 5, clearly it doesn't work in 6. There's no V-Trigger to come back, all that type of shit. So it's a different game. I feel like Street Fighter 6 would be an Asian-dominated game, like Street Fighter 4 was. Street Fighter 5, Americans had their shine because you had something called V-Trigger, where you could figure out how to rob your opponent crazy. There is no V-Trigger in Street Fighter 6. So this will be, I honestly believe Street Fighter 6 will be an Asian-dominated game. Just like 4 was. In 5, remember, it was a bunch of random Americans beating top-tier Asian talent, all that type of like, it just wasn't even looking realistic. It was like, what the f is it? Who the f is this random Wednesday night fight pulling off a victory over Daigo? The f is this even?
Always constantly talking shit about American players, bro. Like it ceases to amaze me, man. Like with Snake Eyes, bro. This motherfucker was hating on Snake Eyes. Like anybody that's like, bro, if you're black and if you win Capcom Cup, Dale's gonna destroy you, bro. He's gonna do everything in his power to diminish everything you've done.
Ego, they play each other, they train.
Everything.
They're not talking about each other on Twitter, snatching trophies out of people's hands, trying to steal the shine. Super disciplined, zero emotion on an Asian person's face when they're playing a fighting game. You can't even read them. You don't know when they're nervous, nothing, just. They get a win. Americans had their chance to thrive in Street Fighter 6. It's over. I mean Street Fighter 5. No more V-Trigger, you're done.
This dude did a 10-hit combo. This dude's doing strings.